So, I hate when I do that. I'm all distracted.
This can fill up with fluid.
Okay.
And we get the acute respiratory distress syndrome that killed so many people at the start of the pandemic. Okay. Not what we want. So they were trying these distal cells to see how it worked in these distal cells. And that's what they did. Now, they were using KH... HAC2 mice, angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitor, 2 mice. Now, what this is, now I don't like this research either particularly, but I don't pretend to be an expert in it. But what they've done here is they've taken some genes from a human, say me for example,
over here,
and they've taken the genes from me that code for my ACE2.
This is about a new virus research. And he's talking about they tried this virus on some mice. So this tree's casting a shadow. It looks like Gaia standing there, like a woman with a stick. And I was walking around all day with a stick. But if you look at this, it looks also like what he's talking about, the body and the lungs. As this, so it's the wonder is how I wonder. Look, there's more black stuff. I wonder how I end up right here, right when he is talking about what I'm seeing. No doubt about it. And then so Archangel Michael, when I was channeling him last night, he showed me the sword that was found at the Ark of the Covenant. It is a very large sword, this kind of sword we're getting now. And it's a very large sword with a triangle top. And that particular sword I know means something besides just a regular sword. And then I channeled the other day and it was my dad saying like, we found money on the ground and then a little keychain hook right at my feet again. And my dad used to say it all the time because he would listen to that song. What the hook gonna be? The end of the sword would look like this. Or more perfectly, it looks like this. And he's also talking to me about the office. Or the mailbox, the federal. Okay. So I'm channeling him right now, and he's here. He's actually just touched my phone. Thank you, Lord. See, that looks like a castle. The wonders I've been looking at are what I call gondolos. So I channel Gaia, sometimes I channel gondolos. And anytime I'm channeling both of them, I have the Archangel Michael present. So, because these are earthly energies, and you do need to be very grounded and covered to do these kind of channelings, right? So, when I'm channeling, it's a big deal. It's phenomenal. So, there's the dipper. The dipper is in effect, meaning not only can we see it, it is effectively aimed, and something is, well, I posted it in the Signs and Wonders playlist. You can go see the night sky. Okay, and what that actually is the picnic table, right? But look what it looks like. So we were shown that. And it also looks like the thing in this video I'm watching, sort of. That looks like the Big Dipper. And we're here by the father tree with the axe and the hammer. Now this is what the guy told me about the land. I don't know if it's true at all. It sounds far-fetched, but sometimes things that are that far-fetched are often true. So we noticed that the feminine is laid across the land in a particular way. About 2 years ago, I discovered that. And he said that this used to be dairy land. And God did call it the land of milk and honey. So it kind of matches. It really all does match what he's telling me. Especially with this father tree. Now, I have done some really interesting channelings and found some really cool stuff here. I wouldn't say like valuable artifacts per se, you know, but like really cool stuff. Just really, really cool. And somebody's watching. He's always showing me eyes in this building. And those eyes are... Yeah, there's people in this building that watch me. And probably not for the greatest reasons. One of them is a masculine. Yeah, he confirms these things. Anyway, so this woman, like Mary Magdalene, she had a very overbearing... He's pointing. Look where it's pointing. Oh my goodness. Over there.
At that black truck.
At that black truck.
Zoom on it.
Or the black car. Anyway. Dun, 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 dun. Well, the guy said that... So, yeah, he didn't say it was like Magdala. I said it was like Magdala because anything I'm doing, the Lord has already talked to me about it. By the time I bring it to you, I'm on 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th round with what I'm bringing you, right? We got some corn all over the place for some reason. People just making messes and stuff. I don't know what's up with that.
They were eating it too.
They were eating it too.
I saw Kaylee with a piece of corn.
Oh, okay. They probably got given some corn. Okay, so I'm losing battery. My camera wants to turn off the light. Okie dokie then. And we got a watcher. So he said that there was a woman here. Her husband wanted a son. She couldn't or wouldn't give him a son. So he supposedly axed her up and cut her pelvis. And so I'm showing a woman's pelvis on the ground over there. That could be some confirmation. May or may not be confirmation about that. I'm getting like the Headless Horseman times. The times when that story was in. I guess that would be the 20s. Or maybe even early 1820s maybe. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's just random. And let's see, we got X. I've been seeing these X's today, but they look like that. They're like narrow X's. I saw one in front of the tree earlier when I was Gaia meditating, and I hit it with my stick. And you know, because I do that, if I see X's instead of crosses or any other shapes, then it could mean there's bad energy that needs transmuted there. I hit that with my stick, and no, I rolled my foot. I hit that with a stick, and the cross popped into a holy cross on its own. Kind of like recently when I saw 3 X's at the tree, and I scattered them with my foot, and they jumped back into place. And I was like, oh my God, that did not just happen. And I scattered them again. I have not seen them there since. And energy's been better since then too, as far as around the trees. So I've been saying that someone smoking on my ley lines can be bad energy. If they have bad energy with them, yes. I mean, they do have bad energy because they have a direct covenant with Satan if they're not smoking something organic, you know, basically. And I know this to be true. But if they're throwing their cigarettes and they're, you know, their mentality is someone's cleaning it up. It it gets cleaned up, blah, blah, blah. Okay, no, it doesn't always get cleaned up, and it is bad energy. Like, I don't go around, I don't do the Karen thing. But if I see it happening, it's a sign to me that I have to starseed activate there, which means going and putting good energy there, right? So that's what I do. I just go about that, and the more I do that, the more I'm shown. And the more the more positive, active energy, and the more transmuting and healing is going on, rather than the lower density. So, it's a spoon, got it. So as I approached this corner earlier, and Jupiter is still hanging out up there, he's moved up this way though. He, she, whatever. But as I approach this corner again, cars rev up. And that's the corner where, at least twice now, I've seen things pointing side by side, one in one direction, one in the other. And that would be facing east and west. And then that was in my dream with my dad, and then it showed up when I was listening to the Earthmaster channel. A lot of stuff I do shows up on the Earthmaster channel, or these guys that, all the channels where they're showing maps and things. And even the map in the back of my Bible gives me stuff that you just would not believe. And so I say all that to say that when we're watching Earth activity and doing work on these ley lines, that's work. Okay? It's nice that you feed the poor. If I could, I would. You know, it's nice that you visit people that need visiting. It's nice that you go to church every Sunday. It's nice that you know your Bible. But attacking us all the time for what we do, and then attaching yourselves to our ministries and things like that, it's going to change. So I am rebuking people, and they're like, oh, don't do that, don't do that. Oh, yes, I am going to do that, especially when these people show up like they got a message for me, and they're outlining and detailing things that go on in my life and my sacred union, and they're wearing these fingernails, they got their hair, and they got all these signs that they're bad energy. They're getting rebuked. And that is what he wants me to do. And that is the sword I'm given at this time. So that's just a FYI to my collective. And I see the signs, and they match perfectly also with Todrick Hall and his songs. Okay? I'm not asking anyone to go to church and worship Todrick Hall.
Are you tooting now?
No, baby. What do you care if I am? It's just the way my, because I have these sparklies on my shoes, and when my shoe rubs together, it sounds like that. Sometimes even if I was, are you going to put me on Front Street? I'm doing a video. She's like, are you tooting? But it is a bigger deal than it seems when people do these things that I'm talking about on my channel. It is a sign that they have an attachment and they need healing. And they will attack me. When I try to administer this healing to them, they will. And if Archangel Michael doesn't stop it. And sometimes, if no one's listening to me, he'll start allowing things. If no one's listening to me, or whatever we're supposed to be listening to, if you're not watching and listening, he'll shake, rattle, and roll us. So I have a lot of people's attention right now. I feel it. I know it doesn't show on YouTube per se, but I feel it and I know it. And I just want to say thank you, and I'm very, very grateful. Love you all. Bye.